Well, how does a three-way switch work? To start off, I'm going to show you a single pole switch. It has two screws, and on the handle it says off or on. And what these two screws get, you get a hot wire to one of the screws, and the other wire goes up to the light, and that we're going to call a switch leg. Now on a three-way switch, you don't have the word off or on your toggle, because your light could be on in either position. But you do have three screws. In this case, on this switch, the two bottom ones are a different color than the top one. The top one is more a copper color. That one we're going to call a common screw. So we took off our single pole switch. We had a hot wire, and we're going to use the switch leg off of the other three-way to go up to our light. So this three-way has our common screw, and it has the other two screws. Here is one three-way switch, and this three-way switch will be in the other end of the room or the other end of the stairway or whatever it is you are turning on and off. Say you have a light in the basement that we're going to turn on and off from upstairs and downstairs. So then these two screws have two wires that go between these two switches, and they're called travelers. And this is our switch leg. So now that we got the two switches in place and we have our two travelers going between the two switches, and we have a switch leg going up to turn on a light from our two switches. Now, if this switch is in this position and this switch is in this position, will our light be on? Well, our hot wire is going to come down through the switch to this traveler, and it's going to come down to this switch, and it's going to end right there. So in this case, our light is off. So we can turn either one of these switches to turn the light on. Let's say we took this switch and we flipped the toggle so it is now connected here. So by following our hot circuit down through this switch, down this traveler, it now comes through this switch and turns our light on. So if we want that light off, we can move this one back to where it was, or we can move this one now. If we hit this switch, now our hot comes through, comes down this traveler, and it ends right there. So our light in this case is off. So by moving either this one or this one, we can now turn that light on from either location. And subsequently, we can turn it off from either location after we have energized it. So that is how a three-way switch actually works to get the power to your light from the power coming in. So leave a comment or ask another question and I'll try to answer it for you. Thank you.